There were two bhaktas, both were great devotees of Vishnu. One was a very, very great scholar, a Vyakarana Pandita, as we call, was who had a mastery over Vyakaranam, over Sanskrit grammar. Another one was a very simple fellow, a simple bhakta who was there, not much grammatical knowledge, had not studied much and so on, but who had bhakti. He was doing his daily worship and so on. Now, as per most of us, we are not familiar with Sanskrit grammar as such, that's okay. But few namas that we chant, for your knowledge you can make a note. Whenever we chant a nama, for example, we use the word namaha. Whenever we use the word namaha, in Sanskrit we have to always use the Chaturthi Vibhakti. Meaning, we always chant Ganeshaya Namaha, Ramaya Namaha, Krishnaya Namaha, and so on, right? But we don't chant Vishnaya Namaha, right? Vishnu is the original Shabdam. Then it becomes different, it becomes Vishnave Namaha. Vishnaya Namaha, such a word does not exist. Why? Because Rama, Krishna, Shiva, Ganesha, these are all words that end in a. Ganesha, Rama, Krishna, Shiva. Whereas in the case of Vishnu, the word ends in U, right? It's a Ukaranta Shabda. So obviously the word is going to change. The rules are going to change. So it will not become Vishnaya Namaha, it is Vishnave Namaha, right? But in general, now maybe from childhood also we are always chanting these namas, so maybe we did not focus upon this at all, right? But there is a reason for this. Now both these bhaktas who are there, both are again great devotees of Vishnu, like I told you. Now the scholarly devotee, he knew all these rules also. He used to correctly chant Vishnave Namaha and so on. But the other fellow who was there, not a very great scholar also, he did not know about something called Ukaranta Shabdam. So he had never heard the word Vishnave Namaha. For him, he had just studied in Sanskrit Vyakaranam, just the basic. Rama, Shiva, Krishna and so on. He knew only Akaranta Shabdas. For him, Ramaya, Ganeshaya, Krishnaya, Vishnaya, everything was same. So he used to continuously keep chanting Vishnaya Namaha, Vishnaya Namaha, Vishnaya Namaha. It is actually wrong because such a word does not exist. But what he used to chant, that he used to do with lot of bhakti, it seems. Though he did not know that it was wrong also, still he used to chant that with lot of bhakti. Now, one fine day what happens is both of them, that is both the scholarly devotee as well as this normal devotee, both of them got the Sakshat Darshanam of Narayana, it seems. Now the scholarly devotee who was there, he was happy that he had got the Darshanam of Vishnu, but he was sad that the other devotee also got that. So that was his problem, like it is for most of us also, right? I am happy or sad does not matter, but someone else is happy, that causes pain in my stomach, right? Many people have this tendency. So similarly with this scholar also, the same thing it was. I got darshanam, I am satisfied, that's one thing. But how come he got the darshanam? That too when he is chanting your nama wrongly. That's what he questions Vishnu, it seems. That's when Bhagavan says, for me, what matters is bhavam, nothing else. For me, what I see is bhakti. Now that doesn't mean that on purpose we chant something wrong, but for that scholarly person, he has not studied ahead. He does not even know that for Ukaranta Shabdas also the rules are different. But for him, what he knows is I have to chant the Nama of Bhagavan. Whatever I know, let me chant that. So that's how it is said, Murkho vadati Vishnaya Vidvan bhavati Vishnave Dvayostu sadrisham punyam Bhaavagrahi Janardhana. The meaning of the shloka is Murkha, a fool person or a person who has not studied much, what he chants is Vishnaya. Murkho vadati Vishnaya. Whereas Vidwan, the scholarly person, Vidwan bhavati, Vidwan vadati Vishnave, that is, he chants this correctly as per grammatical rules. Dvayostu sadrisham punyam, but what Bhagavan does is, for both of them, sadrisham punyam, equal punya for both of them, because Bhaavagrahi Janardhana, Bhagavan Janardhana, for Narayana, Vishnu, what is important is bhavam. That's why Bhagavan says in the Gita also, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. Whatever people give me, what you give me does not matter, but how and in what bhavam you give me, that's what matters. That's why in the later chapters of the Gita also, To Krishna, Bhagavan says, like in the Bhakti Yoga and so on in 12th chapter, he says, I know, Arjuna, you are not able to do few things, or you are not doing few things, it is very difficult for you, but Abhyasa Yogena Tataha, at least you put in efforts that are there, because for me, I look at your efforts. I don't see, I am not expecting from you that you should do everything perfectly. If you are going to do everything perfectly, then there is no difference between you and me. You have to build a temple for yourself and start worshipping yourself, right? You are all human beings, you tend to make some mistakes, you are not that perfect, but at least you put in efforts. Abhyasa yogena tata mahamichhaptum dhananjaya. If you keep putting in efforts that are there, that is what I see. Similarly here also, Bhaavagrahi Janardhana, the bhavam or the bhakti that you have, I will consider that. Like I told you, doesn't mean we keep doing things wrongly, but rather than knowing everything but not having the right bhavam, not having the right bhakti is something useless. Instead of that, okay, it's okay, I don't know few things, I can definitely put in efforts to learn, but at least let me have that bhakti. So, very very simple incident, but conveys that in front of Bhagavan, what matters is only bhakti, only efforts. So many times we might also feel, oh, I'm not doing the best, or so I'm not giving in my best of results, or I'm not able to do this, I'm not able to do that. It's okay. Bhagavan does not see that. You put a 10 rupee coin in the temple also, or you donate lakhs of rupees, for Bhagavan it does not matter. What is important is you came to the temple, you thought of offering something, that is something which is most important. Of course, that also, this thought also comes with the grace of the Lord only, but what ultimately matters to Bhagavan is nothing but bhakti alone. Like this, there are so many incidents that we see. This is just one example. Murkho vadati vishnaya vidvan vadati vishnave dvayostu sadrisham punyam bhavagrahi janardhana. Very very popular shloka that is chanted to explain the significance of bhakti.